Yeah, so transition here. As always, we'll end with the all face, except for last night. Didn't do that last night, but yeah. So again, this is gonna be me asking, guys, if you know how I can bring you guys better value, please let me know. Um, get a hold of me. My email, just email me at mksmith2gaming at gmail.com. Let me know what you think that I can do to bring you guys more value, whether it's here on Twitch or on YouTube. I would really like to know, like truly, genuinely would like to know, because like I said, I view entertainment as a value, and I think we could all use a little more entertainment on some levels right now. Um, but I also believe, I wish you guys could see deeply into my eyes. They're very tired, but I truly believe at the end of the day, um, us as a people, us, human beings as a people, and more particularly importantly in this case, um, the gaming community, we need to be a lot better in respecting one another, empathizing with one another, loving one another, and trying to understand one another. And the whole point of me getting back into streaming and doing YouTube is I have that passion in my heart to build that community that can make us video game players better. Not better technically or mechanically or whatever, but better as humans. When I look at the um, Rocket League subreddits or the pro gaming subreddits, you see a lot of toxicity from fans, which is wrong. And it's understandable it's understandable from an aspect of when you're fans of something. Fans is short for fanatic. You are fanatical about something, and it's easy to get to be very passionate, and that's understandable. There's a level where that passion is no longer acceptable, though. And I think as a gaming community, we need to do better at watching ourselves and helping each other out. My point is that I believe with every fiber of my being that my goal for this, for my Twitch channel, for YouTube, is to build a community that pushes each other to make ourselves better. We push ourselves to make ourselves better as individuals and as human beings, and we can only do that through loving one another, respecting one another, and empathizing with one another. You miss any one of those three, you're missing a key ingredient to helping people. You need to empathize. You need to try to put yourself in their shoes. 2, you need to respect where they're at. You need to understand where they're coming from, their life experiences, and just, you need to respect them as an individual. And then 3, you need to love them. And sometimes love is tough love. Sometimes love is saying, dude, you're being a dick, stop it. But sometimes love is taking 1 and 2 and sitting there with them and saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you went through your life, like something like that happened to you in your life. And maybe someday I'll do a personal therapy stream, and I'll tell you guys some shit that's happened to me in my life that I've worked through, and I'll probably work through for the rest of my life on some levels. Because those events shaped me as a person. They don't have to define me, though. Those life experiences have shaped how I see the world. It doesn't have to define me as an individual. And the beauty of some of this, and this is really hard to communicate, and I'm talking for so much longer than I meant to, but I'm on my soapbox here, and I'm talking about something that I care a lot about. There are things in my life that have happened to me that shape how I see things, that shape how I view people. And for me to recover, so to speak, from that, I have to see the reality of the situation. I have to see the reality of the situation as it happened. I have to say that doesn't define me as a person. Sometimes things are out of your control. There are some things that happened to me that were very much out of my control. But then I have to look at it and go, okay, this shapes me as an individual. This shapes how I see people, but there is still a flaw to it, because something that's happened to me that shapes how I see people, it makes me see people in a wrong way. And it has shaped me. I should say it's a constant battle every day, actually, honestly, on which version of how it shaped me is going to come out. There's going to be days where I don't trust people at all because of some stuff that's happened to me. And then there are going to be days where I do a lot better and I go, this thing happened to me and it shapes how I see people. But it doesn't have to define how I see people for the rest of my life. And I can give someone trust, you know? And I can respect them and give them trust. And the only way I've been able to ever get to this point, and it's still a constant point, is that I have to, A, I kind of have to forgive, but B, I have to be loved where I'm at. There have been people in my life who have looked at me and said, I'm sorry that happened. And that's a good feeling. Now, they can't, they weren't the perpetrating party, but they can empathize, they can feel where I was at. And then they can love me. They can love me, accept me for where I'm at that moment, and not even necessarily try to fix me, but just love me. And as a gaming community, I guarantee you, there are people that have been through similar things as I have. I guarantee you that there are people that have been through other traumatizing experiences, or they're going through difficult times. And you don't help someone by basically saying, I'm going to fix you. You help someone by loving them, respecting where they are, and empathizing. I will hold that belief for the rest of my life. That is the most three important things that as a human being. Fuck. I forgot to transition. Well, sorry, you have to see it in small version. Here we go. It should have been a hint. I could still hear Rocket League. I will hold it for the rest of my life. Those are the three most important things that a human being can have for another person: love, respect, and empathy. Because those three things will change any human being's life if the other human being wants it to allow them. Wants to allow it to change their life. Some people are going to be dead fucking set where they are. Dead fucking set where they are, and they don't want to change, and that's okay. Like, as someone who cares for others, that is hard to hear, that when someone's like, no, I'm set, you're not going to change me. And you know what? That's hard. But I will do the same three things. I will continue to love them. I will continue to respect where they are at. And I will empathize with where they're at. Because those three things are so key, so important. And I think that's something that as a gaming community we need. I'm not this big gamer. I'm not known. I'm a no one, man. I've got one viewer and it's my preview stream. But I will hold it with me to the end of my life. those three things are key. And those three things are things I want to see happen in the gaming community as a whole. Not just Rocket League, not just Overwatch, not just CS:GO, not just your local gaming group. I want to see it become a thing around the world where we're actually looking at each other with love, respect, and empathy and treating each other with those things. And I think that will make a huge difference in some ways in how the community is viewed. And to be fair, the gaming community is viewed a lot more positively now than it has been in the past, but there's still that stigma. And you can't get rid of that stigma. That stigma is going to be there. You have to get through it by just kind of not caring. By saying, I care what you're saying, but that's not important to how I'm moving on in life. That's pointing to what I was talking about earlier. But, it's those things, caring about those things and having those three things, I think can build, I believe that they're fundamental to any community. And I think the gaming community has that, but I don't think it's as widespread as it could be. And to be fair, to be 100% fair, I think that's true in every community around the world. That there are people who don't love, respect, or empathize. And I think the more people who learn to love, respect, and empathize, the better off this world will be. And not only that, the better off the communities that they are part of will be. Which is why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing this. Like, that is why I'm doing this. Is the hope, the belief that I can build this community. That I can be a part, we can be a smaller part of a greater community. And show these things to everyone around us. And I think that will shine. And I know it will shine. I wholeheartedly believe in my heart it will shine. There are reasons why. That's not important. I believe those are the three important things in life. To love, to empathize, and to respect. I failed at that at times as a human being. Everyone does. But the more we can push ourselves to do those things, the better off we'll be as a community. And the better off we'll be as human beings. Yeah. I've been on my soapbox for too long. I've been streaming for an hour. I was going to go for like 45 minutes. So yeah. Stay happy. Stay healthy, guys. Still some interesting times. I think we're in for a wild ride for the next few months. It's going to be a wild, wild ride. But I think if we love, empathize, and respect one another, we've got this. I know we've got this. Yeah. So, on that serious note, have a wonderful Friday. I will be on for a little bit tomorrow, probably about an hour or so. Maybe an Ori. I might do something else because I am I'm at my wit's end with Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I don't know what the fuck to do. So on that note, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Have a great Friday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay happy. Stay healthy. Get back.